Mindset is everything. Mindset is what will separate you from being good or being great, average or different, follower or leader. One of the clips that I first saw whenever I started working out was this one clip of Arnold, and it was the Arnold blueprint. And in this video, he said, "Not every legend is a myth. Some legends are flesh and blood. Some legends walk among us. But they aren't born, they're built. Legends are made from iron and sweat, mind and muscle, blood and vision." What I got from that video was the attitude that I needed to have whenever it came to accomplishing my goals. It was a go-getter attitude, I can do this type of mentality. My mindset changed a lot within these past couple of months and within this past year. If you were to ask me a couple months ago or a year ago what my goal is, it would tell you that I hope to aspire to be a professional bodybuilder, to be on the big stage, be with the big crowd, with the big boys, pretty much. But my mindset has changed now because I've realized after my first show that there's more to life than just bodybuilding. After my first show, I had found myself asking, without the gym, who am I? And honestly, at that point, I really wouldn't be able to give you an answer. One of the things that I hated is I hated feeling stuck in this little box of just being a bodybuilder, just being chicken and rice, just having a barbell and a dumbbell to my name. Because it's more to me than just that. I can bring a lot more to the table than just bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is just one of the things that I can do. My mindset changed because I kind of realized what was important to me and what wasn't. It made me realize that there's more to life than just this. And sure, a version of success could be going pro as a bodybuilder to some people. But now, my version of success is being able to have an impact on people, inspiring people, being a change, making an actual change. One of the things when I came out of high school is I just told myself this world is mine. And I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna go do something with myself. I'm gonna do something with my name. And I'm gonna create something out of myself. To see where I've gone from in the past to where I'm at now, it's surreal, pretty much. I've gone from doubting myself, never really believing in myself. You know, I would look at myself and be discouraged, to the point where I'm at now where I can sit back and I've started to create something for my own. When you think of me, it isn't anymore just chicken and rice and just bodybuilding and barbells and dumbbells. Now I have a personal training business that's slowly and starting to come up. I have a YouTube channel that's slowly starting to come up. I'm creating something more than myself. I'm creating something bigger than me. What I really want to do now is leave my mark on this world. I want to do something with my life, and I want to be something big. I think everything that I've been through has molded me into the person I am now. The adversity I face, the struggles, all the hardship, it's made me into who I am today, and I'll always be grateful for that. All those things at that time, it didn't feel like it, right? Like, it feels like, why is this happening? Like, why me? But one of the things that I realized is, like, I'm never gonna have that mentality. I'm never gonna have the mentality of why me? More of the mentality of, okay, this happened, how am I gonna improve? How am I gonna fix this? This problem just came in, what's the solution? That's the mindset and the mentality that I've just started to adopt now. I remember being in middle school and I would always watch these Machiavelli motivation videos. For the people that don't know, those are pretty much just bodybuilding motivational videos. And they had Bruce Lee feature in one of these videos. And one of the things that he said that really stuck with me was, when I look around, I always learn something. It is to be always yourself, to express yourself, to is have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. It's like they always copy mannerism, but they never start from the very root of this being, and that is, how can I be me? That really stuck with me because, like I said, I had always felt like I was just in a small box of bodybuilding, but I know that I'm capable of much more. So when I sat back and asked myself, who am I without the gym? What is it that I really bring to the table? It's one of those things where it was like a problem, but instead of just complaining about it, I'm gonna go out and fix it. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna start creating something for myself. It has been a extremely long journey because I can remember wanting this since I was in middle school. If you could ask all of my friends that went to middle school with me, you would know that I was that one guy in weights and conditioning, always talking about the gym, talking about the best bodybuilders. When I was in class, most likely you'd catch me watching some bodybuilding videos. To look back and see where I'm at now, it's really surreal because I used to dream about this. I would think about it 24/7. And now I'm here in the position where I'm making it happen. And it just feels really surreal to me because there's something that I've wanted for so long and something that I've worked so hard for. And there was a lot of times where, people might have doubted me, people might have laughed, people might have made fun, but I mean, I'm here right now doing it. One of the things that I've always adopted, especially when it came to the gym, was the mindset of like, I'm gonna show you. I think that's one of the things when it comes with adversity. You're either gonna back down and you're gonna say, you know what, like that's it. I can't, no more. I give up. It's easy to give up. It's super easy to give up. But it's more rewarding when you look at it, okay, this problem came in my life, what's the solution now? This obstacle just came, how am I gonna run through? If you can't run through, go sideways. If you can't go sideways, go under, go over, find some way to do it. That the gym honestly really taught me that because when you're under that weight and it's, this is a top set and you're getting ready to hit this, a top set, you better be ready to hit this as hard as you can. And this weight it could potentially crush you or not, realistically. And you need to have the attitude of, you know what, I'm not gonna let this weight control me. I'm not gonna let that define who I am. I'm gonna get up every single rep strong. Like, just coming with a strong mentality towards it. It's one of those things where I look back now and everything that I faced and everything that I've gone through, to think of to the point that I'm at now, it gets me almost teary-eyed. Because I remember after I had released the first video, a lot of people from the gym actually showed a lot of love. They said that it had inspired them, it had helped them in some form or fashion. And that's exactly what I was hoping that it would do. To feel that my video actually accomplished something like that was breathtaking. But one of the things that really got to me is when I had talked to one of my friends, he had told me that he said, it's crazy what you're doing, Mike, because you're so young. And there's some people that'll lead and there's some people that'll follow. And I can tell that you'll be one of the guys that leads. And that's exactly what I hope to do. The mindset and the mentality that I've always lived by would be that I'm never gonna follow the standard. I'm gonna go out and set it. If there's something that I want, I'm gonna go out and work for it, and I'm gonna get it. It's exactly that. No matter what comes my way, I'll always look at it as, okay, it's a problem, what's the solution? How am I gonna get around? Yes, these things happen, but how are you gonna improve? It's one of those things where you just have to find another way. Sometimes it feels almost scary to be in that situation where you're in a dark place, right? And you don't know where to go. You don't have any guidance, or you just don't feel like someone might understand you. It's one of those moments where it'll define who you are. Adversity. It'll show you who you are. It's one of those things where you're either going to give up and tap out and that's it, that's all you got, and you'll let this define you, or you're going to say, nah, fuck that. I'm going to take a stand. I'm going to show you what I am. I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to show you what I'm capable of. Like I said, at first, I was hungry for it as an athlete, as a competitive bodybuilder. I strive to to go pro someday. And I'm not saying that that goal still isn't there, but I've realized now that there's other things that I want to fulfill and there's other things that I want to conquer. Like I said, building a name for myself, actually making something of myself is what I really want to do now. And that's not to say that I'll step away from bodybuilding, but realizing that there's more to me than just that, and I'm gonna go out and show it. I think a lot of this wouldn't have be able to get done with if it wasn't for the people that were behind my back. There were a lot of people that supported me. People from the gym, people from school, my friends, obviously, my family. It's weird because back then not a lot of people did, but you can see the people that did believe in me back then, they can look back now and say, hey man, like Mike actually went and did that. You know, when I was in middle school, you know, I had remembered I was in the STEM class and I had just told my friends like, you know what guys, like I'm done playing sports. I don't want to play football anymore. I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to wrestle. I want to bodybuild. Like I want to go into this. And a lot of people laughed. A lot of people said like, why would you do that? Like that's dumb. Like you still have the gym, even with those sports. I think a lot of people didn't see the vision back then. But to look at myself now and see how far I've come, it's one of those things that gets me teary-eyed because of how hard I've worked, how much I put into this. And it makes it feel all the better when I know I've sacrificed a lot for it. Especially in my senior year, competing, I didn't go to any homecoming dances or football games or any of like the really cool events that you get to do as a senior because I was in prep. You know, I came with the mindset that if this something didn't benefit me, like I'm getting out of it. Like it's not in my routine anymore. I came with the mindset of I'm coming after it. Simple. I'm coming after it. And that mindset that I have now, I'll forever be grateful because I truly think that's something that bodybuilding has taught me. That I'm just gonna take that mentality and apply it to life, pretty much. To go out in life and be, you know what? I'm gonna do something big with my life. I'm gonna go out and be somebody. I'm gonna work hard for it. And I'm gonna try to put as much positive energy out there and just hope that this leaves a mark on people. Because at the end of the day, everybody's gonna come with a test of when your life, everybody is gonna come to the test of, are you fulfilled with your life? Did you do enough? If you died right now, would you be happy with what you did? And I'm gonna live a life that I'm gonna say, man, fuck yeah, I did. I did everything I could. I've inspired people. I've impacted people's life in a positive way. That's what truly matters to me. I want to make my mark on this world, no matter what. It's something that I'm truly passionate about. It's something that has become a new passion of mine. And I'm so excited for the future and for the rest of this because I know I'll just keep getting better and better and better. Even with whatever obstacles come then, I'll always come back to this mentality that I had when it first came to bodybuilding. How are you going to improve? How are you going to make it out? Yes, it's hard. It's not easy. But how are you going to improve? How are you going to win? What's your plan to succeed? This video is almost like the outline of what you should do. Develop a plan. Set the goals and execute. Just work backwards. One of the things that I saw on this one video is someone had asked this guy, what's the biggest lie that someone's ever told you? And he said, it's not that simple. The biggest lie that someone told me was it's not that simple. It's not easy, but it's not simple. When I was done with my show and I had felt like I was in this box, one of the things that bothered me is like, if you were to have someone describe who I am and what I can do and what I can bring to the table, they would probably say like, you know what, like, yeah, bro, like Mike is all about the gym. He lives, breathes, and eats. He breathes, eats, and sleeps the gym. He does all of his bodybuilding stuff. You know, he's all about bodybuilding. He lives, eats, and breathes bodybuilding. And that kind of bothered me because I'm not limited to just that. I bring much more to the table than just bodybuilding and dumbbells. this is one of the things where it's another obstacle that I faced, and I've just said, how am I going to get better? And now I'm actually improving on that. I've always grew up around great leaders. I've always grown up around good people that have believed in me, and I'm grateful for everything and everyone that has impacted and came into my life. Obviously, I took the mentality from, my mom to one of the people that I consider a brother would be Richard. Obviously, my other friends that I consider brothers like Josh and Will. All these people truly believed in me, and it makes it feel so much better when it comes from them being like, wow, Michael, like you did it. You've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. And it feels even better when I tell them, like, I'm not done yet. Like, just wait. I'm going to keep doing more and keep getting better and expanding what I can do. I'm not going to just stick limited to just this. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this video, one thing that I want you to take away from this message, is that if there's something that you want, just go out there and get it. Go out there and do and make your mark on this world. If there's one thing that I want you to learn from this video or learn from this message, is to always strive after for what you want and put as much positive energy as you can out there. Some of my biggest people that I looked up to within the public eye would obviously be guys like Sebum and guys like Arnold, guys like Kai Green, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, some of these big names. I look up to these people because they never settle for just following the standard. Never. They went out there and they set them. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to go out and make something of myself, leave a mark on this world, and I'm not going to be the guy that follows the standard. I'm not going to be the guy that's average. I'm going to be the guy that sets the standard. I'm going to be that one guy that really did something and inspired people, and he did it for the better. One day I'll look back on this video and I'll be amazed to the point where I'm at then. But for right now, there's no other option to just continue to keep working hard and keep doing what I want and keep doing what makes me happy, which is inspiring other people and leaving an impact. One of the things that I would tell someone that's just starting out, brand new, I would tell you, create a vision. Envision yourself as the person that you want to be, the things you've accomplished, and just work backwards. Set the goal, set the vision, create the steps, and just work backwards. It's one of those things where it's not that complicated, but it's not easy. It can be to the point where it's simple. The outline that you have is simple. The blueprint that you have is simple. But the work that's needed to make that actually happen is not going to be simple. It's going to be hard. It's going to be one of those things where you might question yourself, why am I really doing this? What I would say is to be consistent. Motivation comes and it goes. But when you can't stay motivated, stay disciplined, stay consistent. When you feel like you just can't do it anymore, when you feel like, it's too hard, you've lost motivation, just think to yourself, give me one more day. Just give me one more day of consistency. Give me one more day of all-out effort. Give me one more day of striving after you want. And slowly but surely, you will start to see that advancement, and you start to get better and better and better over time, to the point where you're almost in this flow state. You enjoy the work. You enjoy the hard work. You like what it comes from. You like what happens when you do the hard work. That's one of the things that I would say. Be consistent. Be disciplined. Remember why you're doing this, and remember why you started, and remember where you want to be. And with that being said, that's all I got. Do like Mike, signing out.